Kyle, good to see you. Today, we get to talk through 4 paths to a Roth IRA for high income earners. Roth IRAs are such a great way to create wealth. They offer tax free withdrawals and tax free growth. And that money can grow tax free indefinitely because Roths don't have those required minimum distributions. But there's a catch, of course. Explain the income and contribution limits, please.
Absolutely, Erin. So Roth IRAs are an excellent thing for a lot of people if it all makes sense. So when it comes to contributing to a Roth, you can contribute up to $7,000 to your Roth IRA this year. If you're over age 50, though, you can contribute an additional 1,000. So that's about 8,000 total for the year. However, if you earn too much in terms of your wages and money that's coming in, you begin to get phased out of being eligible to contribute to a Roth, meaning you're not supposed to do it. And that limit is 150,000 if you're single, or about 236,000 if you're married. And then you begin to phase out of eligibility.
So this video is for people who kind of want to goose their contributions and those who are income restricted. So your first option, Kyle, would be to ask your employer if they have a Roth 401k option, because these have no income restrictions.
100% agree. This is the best option out there for you if you are one of the people that we just mentioned. The reason is that you don't have to do any Roth conversions or pay any additional taxes to change the nature of those dollars. You're just contributing into a Roth. It's just inside of an employer-sponsored plan. And yes, these are becoming more and more popular each year, Erin.
The second option would be something that we've talked about often. That would be a Roth conversion.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about this when it comes to retirement planning. So clients that are kind of within that strike zone of retirement, either they're getting ready to retire or they recently retired. In their case, their income tax is usually a little lower than when they're in the midst of their career. And we can convert Roth to Roth, meaning we convert a traditional IRA balance into a Roth IRA. We pay the taxes as part of that transaction, so we don't have to worry about it. But keep in mind, if you're in that phase out range where your income is already too high and you do this Roth conversion, you're probably going to be paying close to 28, maybe 30% plus on every dollar that you convert.
The next option would be a backdoor Roth.
Right. So this is one way around that phase out, meaning that I can't take money if I'm in that phase out and put it directly into a Roth. I have to first put it into a traditional IRA. Now, usually these contributions are tax deductible to you, but if you're already earning a lot of money, that may not be the case. So you want to be very aware of that. So it's a non-deductible contribution, more than likely, that we're converting into a Roth balance at that point.
Okay. And then the last option is a Mega-backdoor Roth. But this strategy, similar to a backdoor Roth, can be very complex, and you really do need to consult a professional before you do this.
Yeah, and just to be frank, a regular Roth conversion is not an easy thing to do. You want to make sure that you're working with someone that's done it before, they've got confidence, and they understand the concept. Mega-backdoor Roth, like you said, it's even more complex. So in that case, you're putting money into a 401k plan, and then you're converting that pre-tax balance within the 401k into a Roth. And this is very restrictive, could be very restrictive, depending on what 401k your employer offers you. You may not be a candidate just based on who your employer even is. So you do want to work with a pro. And Erin, just going to a Roth is not just the only way to go for high income earners. One conversation that we have a lot is cash value life insurance. We like to talk to people about this as an option. Obviously, every life policy is different, but there is a way that we can build up the cash value in a policy, lower the death benefit, just make it all about accumulating cash inside of there, and then exercise what's called a loan. So we loan the money out from the cash value to the client inside the policy, and you have to pay that back, obviously. But when you're using those policy loans, you're not paying a tax. You're paying an interest rate that's embedded in the policy when you buy it. Another complex concept, but there's definitely a lot of planning that you can do around this topic.
The point all comes back to the power of tax-free growth. And when we don't know where taxes are going, but we may assume they're going higher, that's why we have to have this conversation today. So Kyle, if somebody wants to talk through these options with you, or again, if they just want to talk about how they can goose their numbers as far as tax-free money, what's the best way to reach you?
We love talking Roth. Erin, the best way to reach us is through our website. That's firstcoastfinancialgroup.com.
Great. Kyle, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.